In this session, we are going to talk about the bookmarks in Power BI. Now, bookmarks captures the state of a report. It includes the changes you made to the filters, slicers, and visuals on the page. And whenever you set these bookmarks, they can be used for the purpose of telling stories or navigating from one visual to another. So let's go to the Power BI screen and see how can we create these bookmarks. So what do I mean by bookmark? So let's say I have these two visuals right now in front of me, and this is showing me the profit by category and profit by year. Now, let's say someone doesn't want to see the profit and they want to see the sales also. In that case, you want the user to give the ability that they can switch from the sales to profit or any other field. So in that case, you would need a bookmark to capture this state. Or suppose you have applied any kind of filter over here, and if you want them to reset the filter or apply any sort of filter also, which is predefined, in that case, you can create some bookmarks. Basically, bookmark would be the things which is showing in front of us on the screen right now. So how to add bookmark? For that, you have to go in the view option, and here you will find this bookmark option. So once you click on bookmark, you will find this bookmarks pane over here. Now to add a bookmark, you can click on add option over here. Now let's see how it would work. First of all, you need to make sure that the selection is also activated over here and it is showing you, because let's say if you want to turn any visual on or off, then we can use this selection. We have already talked about this selection in the previous session. So right now bookmarks is on. Now I want to capture this state on my screen. You can format this visual by increasing the font size, and you can also customize the colors and all to make the visuals look better. I can click on add option and this would capture the screen for me. Now I want to rename this bookmark as profit. So I will click over here, rename it, and I will say profit. Now let's say that I want to see the sales over here. I don't want to see the profit now. In that case, what I can do is I can first go to the selection option and I will hide these two visuals. Now on the same report page, I'm creating another two visuals. So the first one would be for the sales by category, and the second one would be the sales yearly wise. So in that case, I'll go over here in the visualization. I will create a bar chart. Here I will show the category by sales. So go in the orders, put sales over here and the category over here. The other one would be the line chart, and this would be showing me the yearly sales. So I will put year over here and the sales over here. Now, if you notice closely, when I turn the other visuals on, which was the profit by year, so these two visuals should align on the top of each other. This is because the user should be able to see the smooth transition. So I can adjust the size accordingly. The same we would be doing for this visual. Again, I will hide those visuals. Now I have the sales by category and the sales by year. Now let's say that these two visuals are showing on the screen and I want to bookmark this state. So I will again go in the bookmark option, click on add, and this would take a basic screenshot kind of thing. Again, I will rename it and I will say sales. Now I want to show two buttons which would be able to switch between the sales and the profit over here. So in order to use these bookmarks, what you need to do is you need to add two buttons over here. And this is the functionality that we will provide to the user. So if I go in the profit, you can see these two should be. Let's go to the insert option. Then I can go in the buttons option. And here I'll put a blank button. I will name it to say profit. So I can go in the styles option, turn on the text option, and I will say profit. You can increase the size of the text. So let's say the text size is 30. Press Ctrl C and Ctrl V to create a similar button and just rename the text to say sales. Now the next part is applying the functionality of bookmarks on the top of it. For that, I can select any button. So first I'm selecting profit button. Then I have the actions option. So I will turn on this action option, expand it. I will say the type would be bookmark. And what kind of bookmark I want over here? So I want the profit bookmark. The next one is the sales. So go on sales, turn on the action. Again, give the action as bookmark. And in the bookmark, I want it to navigate it to the sales. Now let's see if they are working or not. So I will press Control and click on profit. So the graphs have changed, but I think there is one error. So what exactly is happening over here? So when I captured the screen, I think I made an error. So let me just quickly fix it. Let's turn off every visual for now. First, let's turn on the profit visuals. So I will turn on these visuals. Again, I will go in the bookmark option. And since right now I am able to see the profit, so I will use the other option, which is updating the bookmark. That means I can click on more options. Here, I can click on update. So it would capture the state. Then let's turn off these two visuals and then just show the sales by category over here. And I will again go in the sales option and I'll click on update. So now these two are working. So this is how, if you make a mistake, you can also update and bookmark. Now, let's say if a user comes in and if they just want to navigate between profit and sales, they can easily do it by clicking on profit, which is control plus click. This is for the developer. The user would be directly able to click over there. And if they want to go on sales, they can press control and click on sales. Now, how is this effective? So let me go to this Africa page. Here we created some page navigations. Now these page navigations were useful when you have multiple pages and you want to navigate between these pages one by one. So here I was in the Africa page, and when I wanted to go to this EU page, I was just pressing control, clicking on over here. And actually I've modified this page so I can go to the Canada page. I will press control and click on Canada. So it was taking me to the Canada page. Now the same thing I can do with bookmark. Bookmarks can be confusing sometimes because we have to turn off and turn on the visuals according to a state. If you are able to use it effectively, it can save the report pages. So you don't need to create multiple pages of report over here. You can put everything on a single page, and according to the user need, they can simply click on any bookmark and this would then take them to a particular state of report. So in a similar way, I have created one more bookmark over here. So we have already talked about the page navigations over here and how we were able to navigate from Africa to the EU region to the Canada region. In the next page, what I did was I removed this page navigation and instead of that, I created three bookmarks over here, which were able to show me the different regions. Now, if I click on EU, it would show me the data related to EU. If I click on Canada, it would show me the data related to Canada, and same for US. How can you do these kind of things? So what I did was first I went to EU, and over here in filters, I kept the filter as EU and I updated the state of this particular bookmark. Then I created a new bookmark, which was Canada, and I just updated the filter of Canada over here. How can you do this thing? So let me show you this thing also. So let's say you don't want to create three page navigations over here. I can just, what I'll do is I will simply create three buttons over here. Let me delete these buttons and let me remove this filter. So right now I have created a page report over here, and this is showing me the Africa region and all of the sales that has been done. So this particular is showing me complete regions. Africa region name is coming over here because it is the first region that is present in our data set, nothing related to that. Now, what I'll do is I will put a filter over here and I will say the filter that the region on this page should be Africa. And right now it is showing me the correct African region data. I will go in the bookmark option and I will click on add bookmark and I will name this bookmark as Africa. Then again, I will go in the filters option and this time I will turn off the filter and then I will select the EMEA. Now again, what you need to do is you need to click on add bookmark and rename this bookmark as EMEA. Now we have captured both these states. So you can go in the buttons, blank button, expand this button, go to the format buttons option and keep the text on. The first region was Africa. I will quickly copy it. And the second one was the EMEA region. So I will rename it to say EMEA. Previously, I was navigating between EU, Canada. You can create any kind of filters over here. Now I want to apply the action to this bookmark. I mean the button. So I will click on the action and here the action I want is bookmark. And this should redirect me to the filter of Africa that I create. The same I will do with this for the EME. So click over here, turn on the action. The action type would be bookmark. and the bookmark is EMEA. Now let's go to this Africa button, press Control and click over here. You can see it has turned on the filter of Africa. If I go to EMEA, press Control and click on EMEA, this would then turn on the filter as EMEA. So this is how you can work with the filters along with a bookmark, and also you can create a bookmark where you can turn on and off the visuals with the help of this selection pane. This was all for the bookmark session. Thank you.